Hi guys, welcome to my video. So today I'll bring you my illustrations I did for a concept that I had in mind for a while, and I finally decided to do it bit by bit. And yeah, I started by doing the map, and my idea was doing an island or a little world where it was all about the elements. um, I think it was a little bit based on Avatar, The Last Airbender, but because I love the elements and I love that show also. But I did a little bit different because I didn't want to include wind itself alone. I wanted to do a little bit of snow as well, so I included the snow with the winds. So I'm just doing the map, and I had this visualization in my head of the islands, and I wanted to share with you guys. So my idea was that there is an island and there are 4 types of villages, and now we're seeing the water village, and I had this really huge idea of giant women as being statues. They believe that they were their founders, they were the ones who created the villages where they live. I thought a thing more modern. I didn't want it to be something very outdated, so that was my idea. But I wanted to do the giants first, and I sketched them on my sketchbook. I did like 4 thumbnails for them. So I also had this idea that I didn't translate it very well to the illustrations, but people think that they are just purely rock. They were made of rock, but in reality they are actually giants that were turned into statues. So they're living beings underneath the statue. They are just stuck in there for some reason. I didn't have like a specific reason, but it was my idea when I started doing the illustrations. I didn't know how really to like translate that. I mean, I had a little bit of an idea, but I think I just wanted to go and start doing the illustrations. Also, I wanted to portray a little bit of the mystery, because some of the statues, when you'll see later on, they have some really, not weird, but like some expression that you would be, well, this is kind of weird for a statue to have this expression or to translate this emotion. But yeah, that was my idea, and they've been there for centuries, and there are so many generations that they don't really know who they are. They don't know if they're made just of rock. They don't know if they're giants because they don't know. It's a mystery, and I think that's a mystery for people of the island to unveil. I guess would be a very fun thing to explore also. So for the water people, they can control water. They have that ability for them. They're more modern the way I drew them, but they totally can use their powers. But they just live in a normal life and they survive mostly of fishing, vegetables as well. They would hunt also if they want to, but since they live more near the sea and their farms, they would prefer much rather to be after the fishes. Also, I thought they would wear more things like swimwears and clothes for the water because they would pass their time more on the water since they are connected to the water and next to the sea, and I don't know who wouldn't want to be next to the sea. So I imagined them passing a long time in there, so I gave them this more swimsuits. So now for their homes, at first I had the idea they would live next to the statue, but for me it didn't make sense because the statue would be in the middle of the island and I imagined them living more near the sea. So I drew them the house near the sea. I did a couple of studies and I had inspiration when I saw some houses like this on Pinterest, like rounded shaped, and I thought it would be cool if they had like a platform they could use to fish or maybe jump right into the water, so they would be near and could do their activities more faster. So for the nature people or nature tribe, they're more connected to the earth, so they would be connected with the fauna around the forest, to the plants, everything around them. They also like animals, so they would survive mostly by farming and fruits that they could collect on the forest. Imagine them being more chill, more like enjoying the moment, enjoying the nature, enjoying what is given to them. So they appreciate that and they take care of it. And it's like a take and give, so they have what the nature gives to them, but they also treasure and help on taking care of it. So for the nature people house, I wanted to include it also like it was part of the nature. So we'd have the materials of the flowers, but also would be something they would have to take care, even though it's in the structure, they would have to take care of it like it was a plant also, because it's made of a tree and has a tree inside it. So for the fire people, of course, they have a connection with fire and they live next to mountains. I mean, they live literally on the mountains who are filled with lava. So they're totally used to the hot weather. For them, it's not a problem. They're used to it. They survive mostly on hunting because where they live, there's no way they would get any food, so they would have to get down of the volcanoes and hunt animals around that area so they could eat. for their house, of course, like I said, they live literally on the mountains that are erupting lava. So they would live on a house that would be made of stone, and it would be comfortable for them to be, and would handle the hot weather on that place. But it was really fun to do this illustration because I have to play around with the rocks and the shading and also the light, but I think it came out really cool. So for the snow wind people, they have a connection with the wind. Their mainly power is the wind, but their wind would always bring some snow or some ice. They also live really up high in the mountains where it's super cold and it's snowing all the time. So also they would have like these big rivers down the mountains, so they mainly survive of fishing, and if they see some animals they will also hunt, but their mainly resource of food is fishes and everything that comes from that river. So their house would be really up high in the mountains where also other animals live around, so they take advantage of these really piles of snow to build a house, and then when the house is built, the snow covers the entire home, so it wouldn't be noticeable at first sight, so they would live around the snow. So I hope you have enjoyed this concept that I have done for a couple of months, and see you next time.